Did you know that scammers are now using AI and recent events to trick people? Yes, you heard it right. As we step into the year 2024, we find ourselves in an era of technological advancements where everything is evolving rapidly, including the art of scamming. Scammers have always been around trying to trick people and exploit their vulnerabilities, but as we advance into the digital age, they too are upping their game. They are now employing new technologies such as artificial intelligence and capitalizing on recent events to devise new, more sophisticated scams. One of the biggest threats we face today is AI-powered scams. Scammers are leveraging the power of AI to create more convincing phishing emails and texts, produce deepfakes of celebrities to trick victims into false investments, and even impersonate friends, relatives, or employers to gain access to personal information or money. The potential of AI to create a believable image, video, or voice of someone else not only makes existing scams more credible, but also opens up a world of new opportunities for these fraudsters. Next, we have student loan forgiveness scams. With the constant changes in student loan forgiveness policies, scammers see a ripe opportunity to exploit people's hopes. They create phony application sites, charge hefty application fees, and make false promises of debt relief. Remember, applying for student loan forgiveness doesn't cost a penny. Lastly, we have phone scams. With smartphones being an integral part of our lives, scammers use them as a prime medium to execute their scams. These scams can range from robocalls offering everything from auto warranties to vacations, impersonators posing as IRS personnel or relatives, to malicious apps and QR codes designed to steal your information. As we delve into each of these scams, remember, knowledge is your best defense. Staying informed about the latest scamming techniques can help you stay one step ahead of these fraudsters. So let's continue to explore these scams in more detail and learn how to stay safe in 2024. AI, or artificial intelligence, is a powerful tool, but in the wrong hands it can be used to deceive. Scammers have found ways to exploit AI to their advantage, using it to give a new spin to traditional scams. One of these methods is through more convincing and natural-sounding phishing emails and text messages. Imagine receiving an email that reads like it was written by a long-lost friend, carefully crafted to play on your emotions and lure you into revealing sensitive information. That's AI at work. Deepfakes, another AI-powered tool, is also making waves in the scamming world. Deepfakes are manipulated videos or images that appear incredibly real. Picture this: you receive a video message from a celebrity encouraging you to invest in a certain company or project. The celebrity looks real, sounds real, but in reality, it's a deepfake. A scammer has used AI to create a convincing illusion, all with the aim of tricking you into parting with your hard-earned money. Impersonation scams have also seen an upgrade with the help of AI. A classic example is the grandparent scam, where a scammer pretends to be a grandchild in need of financial help. With AI, they can now mimic voices, making the scam more believable than ever. Similarly, scammers can impersonate employers, sending seemingly legitimate emails requesting personal information. These scams can be highly convincing thanks to AI's ability to mimic writing styles and voices. AI's potential to create an accurate image, video, or voice of someone else not only makes existing scams more believable, but also opens up new opportunities for scammers. The illusion of familiarity can be a powerful tool in the scammer's arsenal, making you more likely to trust them and fall for their tricks. The important thing to remember here is that while AI has enabled these scams to become more sophisticated, the end game remains the same: to get your personal information or money. So how do you stay safe? First, always question anything that seems too good to be true. If you receive an unexpected email from a friend asking for money, or a surprise job offer from an employer, take a moment to verify its authenticity. Call your friend or the company directly to confirm the request. In the case of deepfakes, look for signs of manipulation. Does the person in the video blink normally? Is the lighting consistent? Does the audio match the video? These are some of the telltale signs that a video might be a deepfake. As AI continues to evolve, so do the scams. It's crucial to stay vigilant and question anything that seems too good to be true. Remember, if in doubt, it's always better to double-check than to fall for a scam. Stay safe out there. With the constant changes in student loan forgiveness, scammers see an opportunity to prey on hope. Imagine this: You receive an email or a phone call from someone claiming they can help you get your student loans forgiven. They might even mention recent changes in the student loan forgiveness program to make their pitch sound more credible. The problem? It's all a ruse. First off, let's talk about how these scammers operate. Some use emails or phone calls to reach their victims, claiming to be from a government agency or a private debt relief company. They often use urgent language to create a sense of panic, like "apply now before the deadline" or "don't miss your chance for total loan forgiveness." But here's the catch. They will ask for an upfront fee to process your application, and this is where you should start to feel suspicious. Remember, legitimate loan forgiveness applications do not require any upfront fees. Another tactic these scammers use is creating phony application sites. These sites are designed to look like the real deal, complete with official-looking logos and forms. When you enter your personal information, thinking you're applying for loan forgiveness, you're actually handing over your sensitive data to fraudsters. They could use this information to steal your identity or drain your bank account. Now you might be wondering, how can you protect yourself from these scams? The first step is to know that the US Department of Education will never contact you by phone to offer student loan forgiveness. If you receive such a call, it's a scam. Hang up immediately. If you're interested in student loan forgiveness, the safest way is to go directly to the Department of Education's website. There you can find accurate information about eligibility requirements and the application process. And remember, applying for student loan forgiveness through the Department of Education is free. If anyone asks you to pay a fee to apply, that's a red flag. Another important tip is to never give out your personal information to someone who contacts you unsolicited. Whether it's over the phone, through email, or on a website, always be wary of sharing sensitive information like your social security number or bank account details. And lastly, if you suspect you've been targeted by a student loan forgiveness scam, report it. Contact the Federal Trade Commission and your state attorney general's office. Your report can help protect other people from falling victim to the same scam. So while the idea of having your student loans forgiven might seem like a dream come true, don't let that cloud your judgment. Always be vigilant and remember these tips to avoid falling for a scam. Remember, student loan forgiveness is a process that doesn't require a fee. If someone is asking you to pay, it's probably a scam. Our phones are practically extensions of ourselves, making them prime targets for scammers. In this high-tech era, phone scams have evolved beyond simple cold calls. Today they come in various forms, each more sophisticated and convincing than the last. Let's delve into some of the most common phone scams of 2024 and how you can protect yourself. First off, we have robocalls. These automated phone calls use a computerized autodialer to deliver a pre-recorded message. They're like the junk mail of the telecom world, but unlike junk mail, some robocalls are not just annoying, they're illegal and potentially dangerous. Scammers use these calls to offer everything from auto warranties to vacations. Some even issue threats to try and get your attention. Some robocalls can even respond to your questions, making them seem more legitimate. Remember, if a call seems suspicious, it's okay to hang up. Next, we have impersonators. These scammers pretend to be someone you trust, whether it's IRS personnel, police officers, survey takers, or even your relatives. They use scare tactics or appealing offers related to your social security number, criminal record, or account, before asking for your personal account or credit card information. If you receive such a call, don't panic. Instead, hang up the phone and contact the organization directly through a trusted number to verify the call. Now let's talk about malicious apps. Scammers may try to trick you into downloading an app that's designed to steal your information. Or they might create an almost identical copy of an existing app and then profit from in-app purchases. Before downloading any app, make sure to verify its authenticity. Check the number of downloads, read user reviews, and ensure it's from a reputable developer. And finally, we have QR code scams. QR codes have gained popularity as a touchless option to do things like read restaurant menus or make payments. However, scammers have found a way to exploit this technology. They place their own QR codes in inconspicuous spots, and scanning the code could lead you to make a small purchase or enter your credentials on a lookalike website. Always be cautious of where you're scanning a QR code from and ensure it's from a trusted source. So how can you protect yourself from these phone scams? Firstly, remember that your personal information is valuable. Be wary of unsolicited calls or messages that request personal or financial information. Secondly, don't trust caller ID. Scammers can use spoofing techniques to falsify the number they're calling from. Thirdly, don't press any buttons during a robocall. Even if the call instructs you to press a button to stop receiving calls, it's better to just hang up. Pressing a button might lead to more robocalls. Fourthly, be cautious about free trial offers, and before you agree to them, research the company and read the cancellation policy. Finally, regularly check your credit card statements, bank account, and phone bill for charges you don't recognize. In conclusion, staying safe from phone scams requires constant vigilance and a healthy dose of skepticism. It's essential to stay informed about the latest scamming techniques and to take proactive steps to protect your personal information. Always be wary of unsolicited calls, messages, or apps. Your phone is your personal space. Don't let scammers invade it. In the digital age, scams are becoming more sophisticated and harder to spot. This reality paints a vivid picture of the adaptability and creativity of scammers in exploiting technological advancements and using them as tools for deception. We've discussed the rise of AI-powered scams, how fraudsters are using this cutting-edge technology to craft more convincing phishing emails, create deepfakes, and impersonate unsuspecting victims. Beware, as these scams can be incredibly convincing, but remember, if something feels off, it probably is. We've also delved into the growing concern over student loan forgiveness scams. Amid the uncertainty and hope around loan forgiveness, scammers prey on your aspirations to be debt-free. Always remember that applying for student loan forgiveness is free, and that the U.S. Department of Education will never call you asking for personal or financial information. Moreover, we've explored the persistence of phone scams which have evolved with the times, leveraging the capabilities of smartphones to spread malware, make robocalls, impersonate trusted entities, and even trick you into downloading malicious apps or scanning devious QR codes. Always be cautious when answering calls from unknown numbers and think twice before downloading apps or scanning QR codes from unverified sources. In this ever-evolving digital landscape, it's crucial to stay informed about the latest scams and techniques used by these fraudsters. Knowledge is indeed your best defense against such threats. Make use of resources such as the Federal Trade Commission's website for information on the latest scams and how to protect yourself. Keep your software updated, use strong, unique passwords, and never share personal or financial information unless you're sure of the recipient's identity. As we navigate this digital landscape, let's remember that the intention behind these scams is always the same: to get your personal information or your money. By staying informed, vigilant, and cautious, we can protect ourselves and our loved ones from falling prey to these scams. Remember, the best defense against scams is knowledge. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay safe.